Stop 22 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to another new track, the inaugural Mello Yello 500 at RIKI Raceway under the lights on this 2¼ mile racetrack. We're going to see some high speeds. The pole speed of the race, 220 miles per hour. This is going to be Talladega racing under the lights. The fans are going to love it, and I said I'm sure these 38 drivers will too, regardless of the outcome. Behind the pole for this event, Dustin Sloniker, number 16, Family Channel, Prime Star Ford, has the pole sitter for the event. In fact, on all Ford front row, as Jeff James is alongside. Row 2 has Cassandra Renzi alongside Jeremy Doobie. Row 3, Keith Badson, car 28, and alongside Charles Jackson, number 6. And a lot of these drivers now have raced on this track a lot of times before in other leagues. Charles is one of them included. Another one included is Pichu London. He's inside row number 4. Alongside of him is the 75 of Kyle Matthews. Then Sean Galligan, Yoshi, starts inside of row number 5. And alongside of him, Mike Becker, car 43. Then row number 6 has Seth Cole, car number 40 in the Kendall GT1 Pontiac. And beside him, the 2 of Michael Norman on the outside of row 6. Row 7 has Rohit Baderby in the 81 and the 98 of Johnny Gardner. He'll be alongside as we're about to give him the command to fire him up here at RIKI Raceway.
Drivers, start your engines.
And in the varsity engines, row number 8 rather, has the 46 of Tim Fiegel alongside Chris Dowerton, car 41. Stephanie Nauer and Tyler Batson at row number 8. Row number 9 has PJ Williams and Chris Washer. And row number 10 has Levi McIntyre and Zed Weinstein. And championship leader so far, Andres Allen, and starts in the 24th position. And you ready for some high-speed action? Well, we are too. This is one of the 2 new racetracks coming up on the circuit here, and this is one of them. The other will be a historic track that we'll be telling you about when that track comes up on the schedule. So, without further ado, under the lights, RIKI Raceway for the first time in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. The Mello Yello 500 is underway, and boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, boys and girls. Cassandra Renzi diving inside, looking to lead the first lap at the event. And look at the speeds climbing. 228 miles an hour at this point. 229. 230 in the turn number 1. Unreal. 230 miles an hour off in the first turn out of these cars. And I tell you, these are IndyCar speeds these cars are running here at RIKI Raceway. It's shorter than tracks like Daytona and Talladega, but the speeds are very, very fast. The thing of it is that they run these cars unrestricted here at RIKI. So, Charles Jackson leads lap 2, the number 6 Valvoline Ford. Here comes Pichu London for the lead. He's got the help from Sean Galligan and Seth Cole. Those 3 have raced many times before on this racetrack in the NSCRA. Second lap, listen to this, 231.906 out of these cars on the second lap. Wow. Sean Galligan on the inside of Pichu London out of turn number 4. Galligan looking to lead the lap, and he will too. He will do so. Seth Cole in second now. Here comes Seth for the lead. Rohit Baderby's up there. So is Tim Fiegel, Stephanie Nauer. They pull away just a little bit from PJ Williams in 21, the winner at Richmond, along with Michigan winner Levi McIntyre. And almost 3 wide for the lead. Here comes Tim Fiegel. And Seth Cole throws the block, car number 40. 70 newer shoves up on the high side now. Sean Galligan makes a run at it once again. But here comes PJ Williams, number 21, Sitgo Ford on the inside for the Wood Brothers. They make a run at it here. Levi McIntyre's up there. Chris Washer. TJ Reed. Joshua Collard. Or TJ Lick, excuse me, not Reed. Joshua Collard up there, number 1 car. And you're on board with Joshua Collard. Number 1, Pencil Chevrolet. Runs in 7th right now. And look at the RPMs these cars are turning here on this racetrack. Look at the RPMs right there. About 93, 9400 off into turn number 3 here at RIKI. And that last lap for Collard, 234 miles per hour and flying. The leader was 233 by Levi McIntyre. Here comes Collard inside for the lead. TJ Lick and the 5 of Chris Washer, 2 for Hendrick Motorsports, and you got another Hendrick Motorsports car right there up there too. Trying to get up there with those guys. That's Cole Daly in 24. TJ Lick for the lead. He won't get the lap, but here Collard will, but here comes Lick for the lead. Got it. Washer in the second, and Batson in the third now, number 3. Seth Cole's up there, Dalton Day, Cole Daly, Pichu London up there. Pichu's up there, so is Jessica Shelton in 94. Jeremy Doobie, Charlie Rodriguez. I say this is a 230 mile an hour pace. This is a 235 mile an hour pace lap here at RIKI. Ann Batson now in the lead, the winner of the Pepsi 400 at Daytona. She also won at Las Vegas this season, 2-time winner. Has that number 3 GM Goodwin Chevrolet in the second place in the points right now in the standings. Seth Cole now diving inside. Seth looking for his first win of the season. So is Dalton Day. Remember, excuse me. Remember, Dalton had a race robbed from him at New Hampshire. Looked like he had the race won until 2 laps ago when the yellow flag flew, and Ian Dutta barely beat him to the start-finish line for the yellow flag and white flags as well. And here comes Martinsville winner Cole Daly, car 24 on the inside. And Dalton tries to throw a block, but Cole moves him up the track. Ten laps in the books, 13 to go here at RIKI Raceway, the Mello Yello 500. And oh, problems! Big problems in the turn number 1. Seth Cole's in it. Daniel Day's in it. Dion Scott. Seth Cole. Joshua Osborne. We saw Dalton Day get jacked up. Johnny Gardner's in it. Unreal. We ran an IROC race here, caution free. I don't know what the heck. So yellow flag flies on lap number 11 of the event. And the leader of the race right now is Pichu London in car 22, the Caterpillar Pontiac. And watch this on the, I was watching replay. They're coming to complete the 10th lap of the race here. There's Dalton Day in 17. He's on the outside of Cole Daly in 24. Cole led the lap. As Pichu takes the lead, watch Seth Cole. He moves up. He stuffs Dalton Day and the wall. Both of them got the reels jacked up. Oh, and Seth Cole, he's getting bounced all over the place. Keith Batson nails him. And several of the cars had to get up on the binders to avoid the crash here. Seth is getting spun all over the place here. There's where Daniel Day starts to spin. Here, Mike Becker, Adrian Becker, they all get in the crash. Zed Weinstein, he dips in the apron of the track. There's Ian Dutta, the New Hampshire winner. Weinstein gets through, but Johnny Gardner doesn't, as he slams in the back of Cassandra Renzi in the 9 car. Michael Norman's in the crash. Dylan Poteet's in the crash. Many of the car drivers who's run many times before in the Internet CRA getting crashed around all over the place here at this track. Dalton Day, in spite of getting jacked up a little bit, he's still running. And 3 cars out of the race. That would be Seth Cole, Dion Scott, and Johnny Gardner. All of them out of the race. As we get the race restarted here, we'll have 15 laps in the books and 8 laps to go here at RIKI Raceway. And I tell you what, we were getting crazy laps here at this 2.25 mile racetrack. Lap speeds were, and the fastest lap so far is Charlie Rodriguez at 236.414 miles an hour. So a lot of cars at the 235 range. Actually, Andres out at 236.510. And many cars at 233, 234, 235. I saw another 236, a 236.0 by Ian Dutta. So a lot of them cars running between 233 to 236 miles an hour around this racetrack. And like I said, these are IndyCar speeds these cars are running. Let's see if we can run the last 8 laps this way. It's Pete Chuleta looking for a second winner of the season. He's got Jeremy Doobie in second place. Third, Charlie Rodriguez. Fourth is Jessica Shelton. As the green flag waves in 5th position right now, belonging to Cole Daly. As Andres Allen, the points leader, made it through the crash, and so did Ann Batson in the 3. As well as the Chris Washer. So top 3 in the points all made it through the crash. Actually, top 4, Shelton's in 4th place. In the points chase, and Charlie Rodriguez is in 5th. So top 5 in points, all in good shape after that crash. Rodriguez pushing Jeremy Doobie up to the lead now. Car 29. Doobie looking for first win of the season. He had 2 at this point of the season. Last in season 10. Rodriguez leading the lead only for a moment. Here comes Jessica Shelton, car 94 inside of the lead, looking for a second win of the season. You're on board with Jessica Shelton. This was like a ride on at 230 plus miles an hour. We're saying about the RPMs. These RPMs and unrestricted motors turning at over 9,000 RPMs at about 91, 9,300 RPMs, something like that. As now Andres down to the lead, and Batson is up for second. You're with Jessica as all this happens. And now we're back 2 by 2 now. A 235 mile an hour pace lap here at RIKI Raceway. TJ Lick inside. He looks his first second win of the season. He won the short track at Saint-Air in Montreal, the only Canadian stop on the tour. Sean Gallagher, he wants his first ever win in the Castrol GTX Cup Series. Sean did get a Winston Open win at Charlotte, but it doesn't count for points. He wants a legitimate points win. 5 to go. Galligan to the lead. Car 44. Yoshi up to the lead now. But here comes Levi McIntyre. Car 29 winner at Michigan. Joshua Collard up there in the 1 car. Pichu way up high. Coward for the lead. Car number 1, Tyler Batson's right there. Chris Dalton's up there. Car 41. Tim Fiegel, 3 wide between Heelig and Galligan. 4 laps to go. Can they run 4 laps like this? Speeds over 230 miles an hour. We keep stressing the speed, but it gives you an idea. Just tremendous racing here at RIKI Raceway. You can bet this track's a keeper on this series, that's for sure. Tyler Batson for the lead. Collard led the lap. Here comes Tim Fiegel inside of Chris Dalton. Jeff James up there. Jeremy Doobie. Dustin Sloniker's up there. Stephanie Naylor. Car 97. Many of the drivers up there. In the race in a moment. PJ Williams, car 21's up there. He's on the inside lane. Charlie Rodriguez. Rohit Baderby's up there. Pete Shulenin. Sean Galligan. 2 laps to go at RIKI Raceway. Who's it going to be in the Mello Yello 5? Oh, and problems! Is the pace car out? I don't know, the pace car's out. The caution flag's not waving. No, we're back. We're still running. Jeremy Doobie to the lead now. Here comes Dustin Sloniker, car 16. Here they come off the 4th corner. The white flag waves. 1 lap remaining. Who's it going to be at RIKI Raceway? Jeremy Doobie out in front. 2nd goes Dustin Sloniker. Stephanie Naylor's up there. PJ Williams, Charlie Rodriguez. This is the final lap of the race, folks. Here comes Naylor. Stephanie Naylor on the inside, number 97. PJ Williams shoving her. In the 3rd turn they go. Naylor to the lead. PJ Williams trying to look to the inside. Here they come up the 4th corner. PJ Williams on the inside. To the start-finish line it is. Stephanie Naylor winning it. Car number 97, the John Deere Ford, takes the win here at RIKI Raceway. Stephanie Naylor wins today in the Mello Yello 500. 2nd is PJ Williams. 3rd place to Dustin Sloniker. 4th to Charlie Rodriguez. Nope. Yeah, Charlie Rodriguez comes on 4th. 5th was Jeremy Doobie. 6th, Tim Fiegel. 7th was Jeff James. Rohit Baderby comes on 8th. 9th was Sean Galligan. No, 10th was Sean Galligan. 9th was Tyler Batson. But something happened on the front stretch as they came to the start-finish line that separated this pack of cars up. Now, it involved Chris Dalton, I believe, in the 41 car. There it is. They came out of corner number 4. They're about to take 2 laps to go at this point. Now watch this. They come to the start-finish line. Joshua Collard stuffs Tyler Batson in the wall hard. And, oh my gosh, how did it not crash was beyond me. Dalton gets stuffed to the inside by Collard. That should have been a crash for sure. And Dalton goes up the track in front of Jessica Shelton. And Shelton basically telling Chris to get out of my way. I got a race to win. But too late at this point. All the rest of this pack of cars were separated by the front pack of the cars. So basically it was down to a 7-car shootout for the win. Average speed 172.272. Margin of victory 6/100ths of a second. What a finish here today at RIKI Raceway. Second is Stephanie Naylor wins the race here today. PJ Williams second. 3rd was Dustin Sloniker. Charlie Rodriguez 4th. 5th was Jeremy Doobie. 6th, Tim Fiegel. 7th, Jeff James. 8th, Rohit Baderby. 9th, Tyler Batson. And 10th place to Sean Galligan. 11th was Andres Allen. 12th, Zed Weinstein. 13th, B.G. London. 14th, T.J. Lick. 15th, Alan Cabanero. Then Jessica Shelton, 16th. 17th was Chris Thornton. 18th, Chris Washer. 19th, Charles Jackson. 20th was Cole Daly in today's event. There's the rest of your finishing order. 5 cars out of the race because of crashes. Seth Cole, Dion Scott, Johnny Gardner, Keith Batson, and Daniel Day all out because of crashes. Batson, not good for him. He came in 7th in the standings coming in. And the last car to finish was Joshua Osborne in 33rd. Dalton Day, he's not going to like that 30th position for him. So, but a big win for Stephanie Miller as she takes home the title here at RIKI Raceway. The number 97 John Deere Ford Taurus goes to victory lane here today as we go to next race on the tour. And the points as they are right now, top 5 separated by 54 points. Andres Allen leads, Chris Washer 2nd, Jessica Shelton remains 3rd. 4th remains Charlie Rodriguez, 5th position, Ann Batson. Cole Daly is in 6th place, 7th is P.Q. London, 8th Tyler Batson, 9th P.J. Williams, 10th T.J. Lick. And several drivers making big slide in the points chase. Keith Batson, remember, we said he was 7th in points. He's down to 13th. That's how close they are in the points chase. 309 points separated in the top 20. And 20th right now being held by Dustin Sloniker. And Dion Scott currently last place in the standings right now in 38th. So next race on the tour will be we'll give you a surprise. Don't miss it.